What's going on, everybody? It is Wednesday, 7:30 Pacific Standard Time, and it is another episode of the Geek Saga. I am your host, Eugene, and my hair's all messed up because I literally was like changing real quick, but I am all by myself tonight. It's nothing new. I'm used to it. All alone. All alone. But hey, we got some great stuff. God, I got hat hair, some sort of hair going on here. I don't know what kind of hair I got. But anyways, got a lot of great stuff for tonight, guys. We have the geek news. We have people's birthdays. We have things in history. We got a lot of things going on tonight. I'm going to try to fill an hour or more if possible if people start chiming in and talking to me. But we're definitely going to be talking about it. Sorry about the background. Yeah, it's a wall. I literally had about 15 minutes to come in here, get everything set up however I could as quick as possible. And yeah, this is what we got. Blank wall. And if I turn on the, the virtual background, it'll slow this thing down and we'll have, as David's son put it last week, a dog water picture from the camera. We don't want to have dog water again. So we're going to negate on going with the background. It is what it is for right now. Hopefully soon we can have something that I can throw up here quick if I'm ever like this in this situation. But it is what it is, guys. Today was a busy day for me at work. Seriously eventful. I'm just glad it's over and I'm able to come on here and, talk to whoever's on here and, talk about all the geek news that's going on because there is quite a few things that are really cool. I'm looking forward to talking about. So we want to start off, of course. Wait, let me do this because I need this. Crack that bad boy open. And this is, of course, this episode is brought to you by Ghost. Is it really brought to you by Ghost? Not really. I brought the Ghost to the episode. But hey, you know what? If anybody from Ghost is watching, I love you guys. Seriously, this is one of my favorite flavors now. It's hard for me to find. There's only about 2 places I found it so far. I know I could order it, but I don't want to. But anyways, check them out on Instagram at Ghost Energy Drink, Ghost Gamers, and Ghost Lifestyle. You can also go onto YouTube, find their videos that they put up on there. Also find their products at GNC. What is it? We got Walmart, Stater Brothers, Vitamin Shop, 7-Eleven, which is one of my favorite places to go to pick these up at. And I think, there's quite a few places that have it now. But love this. Now I'll be up all night. Awesome. And also, if you guys can see this wonderful microphone right here, it says Donner. We definitely want to give a shout out to the folks over at Donner. You can catch them at DonnerMusicOfficial.com. They also have a Discord, which is Donner Music Official, and also their Instagram at Donner Official Music. So all those places you can find them. Their products are amazing. This microphone that I am talking to you through, was actually given to us, and also 2 other mics that one David has and an extra one so we could have, when we have a guest, all 3 of us can be mic'd up. We also have, which I don't have set up right now, like I said, what the heck is that? Today was a really rush job, so I couldn't set up my PC O2, which I have it right. I do have it in the box, though. I have it here because I'm protecting it. This is their podcast deck. It is. Let's get it like that. There we go. The podcast deck is in here. It is a great, actually. That's better. Thanks, guys. You guys should have told me. But anyways, it's a great piece of equipment that we have. Does a lot of great things. You connect 4 mics to this. It has outputs to go into the computer, also into another sound system. It also has buttons that you can push to be able to make different sound effects. It's a really cool piece of equipment. I really enjoy using it. They also provide that for us, which I'm telling you, Donner is a great company to go with. Their equipment is it's sturdy. I mean, this mic it's hefty. So if you guys get a chance to check out all their stuff, tell them we sent you guys and they will just say, okay, cool. So, but use their stuff. It's good stuff. Also, we want to do a shout out to Ulanzi, which you guys cannot see, but you can see because you can see me. But Ulanzi is a company that provides lighting and some stands, which I wish I could say this was one of theirs, but I haven't been able to pick up one of theirs. But they do have a lot of really cool stands, a lot of really cool lights. I do have their lights, not here, but I do use them. Oh, I'm talking about I got their ring lights, which there's a bug on this one. But I have their ring lights that are right here that are giving me the light. But the ones I want to show you were these handheld wands that I got from them. They're really cool. You can actually change the colors, different temperatures, different colors, RGB and stuff. And that's what a lot of their stuff has, is like that type of change. So check them out. We have an affiliate code that is in our link tree on our Instagram. So you can go on there, click on there. When you purchase from them, it helps us out, along with obviously helping yourself out and helping them. But check them out. Also, I'm just here again, just to bring up. I keep showing the same game because I still haven't gotten any others, but this is the Transformer deck building game by Renegade Game Studios. They're another affiliate of ours, which obviously, look at that. That's first gen Transformers, but it's also really cool art. Their cards have some really cool artwork on it. They have a lot of different expansion packs for this particular game. They also have other licensees, such as G.I. Joe, Transformers. If you're a brony, you can get My Little Pony and Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. But not only do they do like those licensees, they also have their own RPGs, and they're really cool. It's a great company. Check them out, guys, when you get a chance. You could also pick up some of their games at Barnes and Nobles. That's where I found a couple of their games. I didn't get to purchase them there, but I got that directly from from Renegade Games. But we also have a link in our link tree. Again, click on that, check them out, purchase some of the games. You support them, it supports us. So yeah, there you go. What else? Is that everything? I think that's everything. That's everything that I have to grab hold of. But as I'm yelling into this microphone, which you really don't need to, this microphone picks up a lot and it's really great. It has an XLR cable connection on here also, and it has a connection so you can put your headphones in so you can check the audio. So it's really great mic that picks up really well. Anyways, let's put this ticker up. So guys, I've told you where you can find all these other great companies, but where can you find us? Well, here it is. Look for the Geek Saga on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, TikTok, Farmers Only, JDate. I mean, you can find us anywhere. Look on all the social medias. You will find the Geek Saga there. Say what's up, like, subscribe, follow, do all those great things. It helps us out. The more you guys, follow us, the more we get to do. So right now we got really cool videos up on TikTok of me doing a sign out of EVA foam, which thank you to Ted, or should I say Evil Ted, and the tutorial he put up. I got the idea from him. He uses his sign, which is in the back, which we're going to do the same thing, but mine's going to light up. Not to say that I want to be better than Ted, but I want to be better than Ted. But I never will, because the guy is amazing. But check out those videos. I just put those up. Those time lapse. I look like I'm going. But anyways, so yeah, you can find us in all those different places. Again, it's at the Geek Saga. If you guys have any suggestions for segments, articles, or whatever it is that you want to send to us, you can definitely send it to our Instagram. We check the DMs quite a bit. We could also get emails at thegeeksaga20@gmail.com. You guys can send stuff there. If you guys have events you guys want us to promote, we'll take a look at it. And if we can, we'll promote it up on our show or even on our Instagram. And also, we now have a website. It is, get ready for this, www.thegeeksaga.com. Yep, we finally got it. We are like on our way. So check that out. It has all the latest all our latest videos. We're going to be having a blog section, which it's more of a news section. So a lot of the Instagram news that you guys see will be on there, along with all the other fun stuff that we like to put up. It'll be all in one place. We will have merch like this shirt right here. This shirt will be up for sale. We have this one, which is our Back to the Future logo, along with our normal logo, which if you see in the corner up here, is it up here? I can touch it. That is our normal logo, and that is also on a green shirt. And again, those things will be up on our Instagram or on our merch page. And Dennis, you should do WIP whip on your foam builds as a segment. Dennis, you know I'm old and I hate, what do you call it? When they, this stuff that the Army does to me all the time, when they WIP. What is WIP, Dennis? So I sound retarded, or I should not use that word. I'm sorry. Forgive me. So I could sound not so smart. But okay, anyways, guys, so I think that's it. I think I've babbled enough for now for 10 minutes. So let's move on. Work in progress. Yeah, see, dude, you got to stop with these. I get enough of this stuff at work. But yeah, I am doing work in progress when it comes to my phone builds. The videos that are up on TikTok right now are time lapse, but you see me starting from my initial printout to cutting out the printout to cutting out the foam, and more will follow. I just didn't have enough time when I was at home, and then you get a couple days off, so I do what I can when I can. So you'll see more of those. But thank you, Dennis, for explaining whip it real good. Okay, I'm not going to start that. If Brescial is watching, to be like, oh God, yes, you left me all by myself, and this is what you get. So, anyways, let's move on to our first segment, because you guys, I know, didn't just want to come look at this great face. God, my hair's all. Let me get a haircut. If anybody lives in the Montclair area, knows of a good barber, let me know. And I hope it's not the one that's on Central that, costs $1 bajillion to go to. Anyways, moving on to the first segment. Oh, we gotta move. I gotta remember to fix. There we go. Birthdays of people we wish we knew, but we just don't know. And we're going to start off with Mr. Lou Ferrigno. Mr. Lou Ferrigno, who competed against Arnold Schwarzenegger when he was younger in the Mr. Olympia competitions. This dude was huge in the muscle building world. He then became huge to a lot of us because he became that green guy that you guys see on the screen, which is the Incredible Hulk. And if you guys have ever seen the movie or show, not the movies, but the show, you guys will definitely remember that sad song at the end of each episode, which just breaks your heart every time you shed a tear for Bruce Banner. But he played the Incredible Hulk. He was the very first Incredible Hulk. He also played a lot of other great things out there. I met him once, really cool guy, and he was still huge at the age of, I think it was 10 years ago, so like 61. This guy's still a monster. Little fact that most people didn't know, but he is deaf. And he did his whole role and everything, but still, again, awesome guy. Happy birthday to Mr. Ferrigno. 71. He doesn't look 71. Next, we have Neil Gaiman. Those of you guys that don't know who Neil Gaiman is, he is a writer, and he wrote a ton of books. He wrote, he also contributed to the Rory for the current MCU. Oh, I did not know that. Well, and he was also a security guard in The Incredible Hulk, the newer one. He was with Stan Lee you remember that. And yes, so Neil Gaiman wrote The Sandman, The Good Old Man, the Ansel Brothers. He wrote, oh my God, what else was I doing? Coraline. Oh my God, the list of books that this guy wrote it's pretty long. There was actually a kid's book that he wrote that was called, and not Coraline, but one that said that my dad went out for milk. It's not, and got abducted by aliens. I think that's what it was called. It's not the man just left his family and went to go get milk and never came back. He came back. The aliens ended up dropping off. It was actually a really fun book. I gave it to my daughter and she really enjoyed that book. But Neil Gaiman is 62 years old, and happy birthday to you, sir. I do wish I knew you and you could sign all my books, because I do have a lot of your books. But there we go. This week is 62. Next, Emma Stone, the first Gwen Stacy. She was the first Gwen Stacy. I don't remember in the Toby verse, Gwen Stacy, but I know that she was with the Garfield verse, and she was also, Gwen Stacy. But I'm saying, I was wondering if was she the first one to play Gwen Stacy, or was she the second one? But I believe she was the first, the Gwen Stacy in the Garfield verse, not the Toby verse. And she was also in, of course, Superbad. If everybody remembers Superbad, that was a great video. But she was also in Zombieland. Was it The Help? La La Land. Like the list goes on and on of all the movies she's been in. She is 34 years old. Look at that red hair. Crazy. But yeah, Emma Stone, 34. Moving on. Next, we got Mr. Ethan Hawke, which the reason why I brought him up, because I was watching, if you guys have not watched the show Reservation Dogs, you guys need to go out and watch it. It's a great show. They just ended like the actual series this year. They did three seasons, and the end of it, like, man, it was a good way to end it. Takis Watiti, what's his face? Homeboy that did Ragnarok did a great show, and Ethan Hawke was in the. It was the second to last episode, and he came up as one of the fathers of one of the kids. But he was also in Explorers, Gattaca, Daybreakers. The list, and again, it's another one who the list of his movies goes on, and they were all great. Reality Bites. I can keep going. If I really think hard, and I've already lost a year because I got bored of me. But if I think really hard, all his movies will come up. My favorite movie was, when I was a kid, was Explorers, which he was in with River Phoenix, and I don't know who the other kid was, but it was a great movie. A lot of fun. And he is 52. So, with that is it, guys, for our birthdays. So, it's always a little harder when I'm doing this for myself. I have to try to click on all this stuff, and that's the other kind of place. So, song and dance on this side where I'm like, okay. But anyways, all right, guys, that is it for. Oops, wrong thing again. Wrong one. Happy birthday! All right, so there we go. Those were our birthdays for this week. And moving on, we are going to move on to another segment that we like to do, which is, hold on, let me get this thing right this time around so we're not waiting on me. Oh, it's going to do that. Okay. All right, guys. So this week in geek history. So this week we got 8 Mile premiered today. Well, not today. Was it today? I think it was today. Yeah, this one was today. Premiered today in 2002. If you guys have never seen 8 Mile, you guys should go check it out. It was Eminem, uh, like kind of loosely talking about his story. Oh, wait, I have my, look at that. I'm going professional today, guys. So I have my notes, which I know it's a shocker, but I'm moving along. So it was released on November 8th, 2002. Follow the journey of Jimmy B. Rabbit Smith, a young rapper in Detroit, mirroring Eminem's real life experience. The film titled after Detroit's 8 Mile. Oh, let me speed this. Oh, I can do that. Here we go. Delves into the challenges of breaking into the music scene. Eminem won an Academy Award for Best Original Song, premiered in the film. Jeez. Yes. English is my first language, guys. How about that? Oh, there we go again. I'll move things around a little bit. Yeah, Ethan Hawke. Sorry, Dennis. I'm catching these. Ethan Hawke was in Moon Knight. He played one of the villains. Mom's spaghetti. Mom's what? Okay. I don't know what that meant, but I caught that a little late. Sorry. So, yes, if you guys have not checked out this movie, you guys definitely should get out there, check it out. It's a really great movie. It also has the rest in peace, Brittany Murphy, who played a really great part. And of course, if you guys don't know the song that they're talking about that won the Academy Award, that premiered in the movie, look it up. I don't remember the name of it, but that's okay. That's what you guys all have Google for, right? Yes, that's right. So check it out. It's a lyric from Eminem's song from 8 Mile. Oh, okay. See, I'm a little slow on the upkeep on this one. Sorry. But moving on. Next, we got How the Grinch Stole Christmas, released on November 8th, 2000. It's Dr. Seuss' classic come to life as Jim Carrey transforms into the green Grinch set on ruining Christmas for Whoville. Carrie's makeup took 3 hours to apply, and the Grinch suit's hair was made of dyed green yak hair. So that's a little fun fact, guys. That movie actually is now become a Christmas classic to tons of people. I know I watch it every year come Christmas time. It's funny that it actually premiered in November instead of it coming out in December. But then again, when I actually looked up just this week alone, this wasn't the only movie, like as far as Christmas movies, that premiered this week. I didn't put them all up. I put two, which this was one of them. The Grinch Stole Christmas. There was also the Santa Claus that premiered this week. I think it was, what's the movie with Tom Hanks playing something Express, Starborn Express, Christmas Express, something Express. You guys know what I'm talking about. Anyways, that movie premiered also this week. I didn't put it up. I just wanted to go with this one because this one is one that is actually liked in my house by quite a few of our family members. So we do watch this every year. And this was a great movie. It was a great telling of the movie. Polar Express. There we go. Thank you, Dennis. Again. I like the dog Max. They got that dog to do all kinds of really funny things. And Jim Carrey is he is the Grinch. Although I still will always watch the original How the Grinch Stole Christmas cartoon. Can't beat that because that's a classic too. Moving on up to another Christmas movie, which this one I love. Yes, it is Ernest Saves Christmas, which was released on November 11th, 1988. Santa Claus seeks retirement and chooses an unsuspecting taxi driver, Ernest P. Worrell, as his successor. So, directed by John. It's getting away from me. John Cherry. This Christmas comedy marked Jim Vern's, which, if you guys didn't know, that's Ernest, third appearance as Ernest. So, if you guys don't know who Ernest P. Worrell is, go online. You will find all his like videos, or not videos, but all his commercials. He started out as being just kind of a joke on a commercial. And he was always talking to his friend Vern. Hey, Vern. And the camera was Vern. You were Vern. And he was always doing funny stuff. They made a bunch of movies. There was Ernest Goes to Camp, which was his first motion picture, which I loved as a kid. I don't know why I loved it so much, but I watched it quite a bit. And you know what? I might actually go watch it today. There was also Ernest Saves Christmas, Ernest Does Halloween, Ernest Goes to Jail, Ernest versus the Aliens or Martians. There was all kinds of Ernest movies, but they were funny. His character was funny. Jim, what's his name again? Jim Verns also played Jed Clampett in the Beverly Hillbillies movie, and sadly he passed away not too long after that. I think it was after the second one. Did they do two? No, they did one. But he died of cancer, and R.I.P. Ernest. But this was actually a pretty funny movie. I did enjoy this Ernest movie. Actually, as a kid, because I was a kid, I liked almost all of them. I saw Ernest Goes to Camp, Ernest Saves Christmas, Ernest Goes to Jail, and Ernest did something. Oh, he also had his own TV show because he was that popular back in the day. So there you go, 1988. And moving on, moving away from Christmas, we are now looking at what was premiered in November, which was A Nightmare on Elm Street, premiered in 1984. It was released on November 9th, 1984. Wes Craven's horror masterpiece introduces Freddy Krueger, a serial killer haunting the dreams of 4 teenagers. So, fun fact, over 500 gallons of fake blood were used in the film, setting the stage for the legendary horror franchise. So, 500. If you guys haven't seen this one, go back, watch this one, the original. Don't go and watch this garbage that was put out in 2010. The original was the best. This thing scared the crap out of me. And when you guys watch it, you'll see why. Yes, there's cheesy moments, but it scares the crap out of me. Also, it has a very, very young Johnny Depp. And the 500 gallons of fake blood that they're talking about came mostly from his scene when they literally pulled him into the bed and shot all kinds of his blood, because it's saying that Freddy kind of ripped him up and shot all his blood, and it was just spewing everywhere. But so that's how much blood they use in this film. But check it out, guys. It was a great movie. They went on to make Nightmare on Elm Street. Then it was part 2. Part 3 was garbage. Part 4, that was The Dream. Was part 4 or was it part 3? Where it was the Dream Warriors, which that was one of my favorite ones. And then it was like Freddy's baby, Freddy's gets a job, there's all kinds of Nightmare on Elm Streets. And then they finally killed him off. And then they brought him back. But this movie debuted this week in 1984, so definitely check that out. Another one we got. Oh, wait, that was it? Well, there we go. I thought I had another slide. I was wrong. So anyways, these geek milestones continue to leave an incredible mark on our hearts and the cinematic landscape. Which one is your favorite? If you guys get a chance, if you guys are watching, go into the comments later on and I can see what you guys picked for what was your favorite of these actual the moments in history. Or if you guys have a moment in history for this week and you want to put it in there and tell me what you guys loved, is whether it's a movie, TV show, cartoon that premiered, let me know. I would love to see the comments. One hair out of place. Ooh, that's too close to my face. All right. So that is it for all right, guys. I feel like I'm flying through this. I'm at 30 minutes. Am I flying through it? Does it feel like I'm going fast? Dennis, you're out there. You're watching. Let me know. But I think, you know what kind of sucks? I'm looking at this and it's like, there's nothing back there. It's a very bland. Yeah, it's a very bland background. Man, I don't like it. But it's all right. We're going to move on. I'm actually working on having a really good setup at home. When I am there, you will see, I've taken a few pictures here and there, but I want to, I don't know if I should admit this one on camera because this is going into the interwebs and everybody's going to see this for the rest of my life. I committed a sacrilege thing for collectors, and I'm probably going to get hate mail and death threats, but I cracked open, and you guys already, I'm sure the lynch mob's already on its way. I cracked open my NECA Back to the Future figures so I could put them on display. So I have stuff in my background. Yeah, once I whipped out my knife and I slid open and cut that first piece of tape, I was like, there's no going back. I'm going to just do this. So those are going to get all set up. I have the whole set as of right now. They've put out for part 1, they put out for part 2, but they have not done any for part 3. So I'm waiting for them to put out figures for part 3, but I've got a bunch of cool figures. You'll see movie posters, lights, and I'm getting it all set up. We're going to have like a full-on studio, literally a full-on studio finally. I know, Dennis. I know. He says, guys, for shame. I know. I love looking at them, but I also thought I'm never going to really get to look at them, especially because I had them in my house. They were up on the wall, and you see just the box, like the front covers are closed. So the only way to do it is to open it up, but you'd have to walk up to it and open it up to see what the figure looks like. So now the figures are out. So now everybody can see them and I can enjoy them a little bit more. Change up Marty and his different stance and his different accessories, which actually, if you guys ever get a chance, NECA's figures are very good figures. They're really cool. The Back to the Future ones are awesome. I really do like them. So Dr. Whipple is ashamed. Yes, everybody is ashamed of me right now. And I'm sorry, guys. I have brought shame to the collectors community. And yeah, so you know what? I do want to take a quick break. I'm not going to go anywhere, but I do want to talk about, let's get this up and do this. There you go. You guys, if you guys don't know about this, we've actually talked about it quite a bit. We worked with them a little bit, and we're hoping to work with them a little bit more. This is Project Wish Upon a Star. These guys are an awesome organization. They try to bring the Comic-Con experience to the kids that are unable to go to Comic-Con. that have cancer. But they also take those that are able to get out and will take them to LA Comic Con to meet a lot of different celebrities. They have done that for quite a few kids, and quite a few celebrities have definitely, said, yeah, we'll do it. And they met up with these kids. They're a great organization. Darren he is an awesome guy. Met him in Fresno at one of their cons and really enjoyed talking to him. Did an interview with him. So if you guys go back onto our YouTube page, you'll see that we did a live feed from the Fresno event. And I got a chance to talk to him, which I'm going to cut that one up and put that out there for him so everybody can see who he is and talk about the organization. The organization was started by him and his wife, but they also had a little help by somebody you guys might know. And, he's kind of famous. His name was Stan Lee. So, yeah, he helped get that going. And it has been a mainstay at the LA Comic Cons back to when it was even Stan Lee's Kamikaze, and they're still there. So this year, if you guys get a chance and go to LA Comic Con, you will see them. You will see us with them, which we're really excited to do something with them. But they will have a huge booth. Stop by, let them know that we said, hey, Geek Saga sent us. And another thing is go onto their website. We have a link again in our link tree that goes directly to them. It's going to be a banner even on our website, but they do get donations, but a chunk of it comes out of their own pocket. And they're great people for doing that. But there's a lot of us out here in this community that should pitch in to help them out to do these events, to do these different charity things. So when you go on there, definitely donate today and try to make that a mainstay for you guys to donate to them because it is a great cause. So there you go. Make the world a brighter place. And it's one star at a time. And that's what they call their kids. They're stars, they're heroes. So there you go. Wanted to give a shout out to that because it's definitely something that is becoming more and more recent, near and dear to my heart. So, yeah, there you go, guys. All right. And now we're back. I know I didn't go anywhere. And all three of you guys that are watching, one of them is Dennis. I know. Thanks for watching, but I hope I haven't scared you guys too much. Just kind of sad. We went from 10 viewers last week to 10 viewers today. Yeah. No, I love having everybody on. Whoever it is, doesn't matter. It's a lot of fun. But we are going to dive. I can't even talk. We are now going to dive into the meat of the show. And that is the Geek News. So we're starting off with something that I actually enjoyed when it came out, which was the new Ghostbusters movie, not the new Ghostbusters movie with all them peoples like Jen, what's her face, McCarthy and Wig. I didn't really enjoy that. It wasn't fun. But what's going on, Jess? You're late. It's okay. It's okay. I'm all right with that. But the teaser trailer for the Ghostbusters Frozen Empire, the sequel to the Ghostbusters Afterlife, is actually out now. And it looks really cool. I'm really excited to be able to check this out. I watched it, and I'm actually excited for the movie. So, who are you going to call? When the city freezes over? Ghostbusters Frozen Empire. Sorry, guys, I didn't write this. But Sony Pictures just dropped the first teaser trailer, and it's giving us chills. Literally, I should have cut that out. Brace yourself for an epic supernatural adventure. And guess who's back? Yes, the OG Ghostbusters featuring the iconic trio, because we lost one, but the iconic trio of Bill Murray, Dan Aykroyd, and Ernie Hudson. If you guys caught the first installment of this, which was, like it says, Afterlife, we saw what happened to Spangler, and we saw that they did justice. I think they did really good justice for him. And Ivan Reitman, again, another one that we lost, who wrote the original Ghostbusters movies, who was in the original Ghostbusters movies and was Spangler. And they did him kind of a good send off in that movie, and I really enjoyed it. But we are getting 3 out of the 4, and we'll see what happens. In this chilling chapter, an ancient artifact brings about the evil force, causing New York City to turn into an icy battleground. The Spangler family teams up with the original Ghostbusters at the iconic, which this is cool, firehouse to save the day. So get ready for top secret research labs, epic ghost busting, and a battle to prevent the second ice age. Was that, did I give that a good dramatic moment right there? Was that good? Harold Ramis, I'm sorry. I was babbling on, but yes, was Egon Spangler, Harold Ramis, Ivan Reitman was the producer. I got my guys mixed up, but Ivan Reitman is still alive. So this one is directed by Gil Keenan with Jason Reitman, the son, and on writing executive producing duties. Ghostbusters Frozen Empire is set to take the franchise to a whole new level. Join the stellar cast of Patton Oswalt. I got to slow that down because I'm about to butcher a name, which I always do. Here we go. Oh, he's dead too. Wow. I'm doing real good tonight with who's alive and who's dead. So, Reitman and Ramis. Sorry, guys, don't haunt me tonight, please. I get enough ghosts in the place that I stay at. But Kumali Najani, James Asker, and Emily Ann Lind. I butcher all names at all times, so I'm sorry. Alongside with returning Paul Rudd and Carrie Coon, Finn Wolfhard, and McKenna Grace, the Ghostbusters legacy continues, and it's frosty fun. Again, I did not write this. I'm just going for it, and I'm butchering it as I go. But it's really cool to see Paul Rudd back in this, along with Finn Wolfhard. All 4 of the original people that were in the first movie are coming back to reprise their roles in this second one. So that's actually really cool. So check out the trailer for this movie. I think because especially they have who they have writing it, which is Harold Ramis' son, and you also got Dan Aykroyd, Bill Murray, and Ernie Hudson reprising their roles. It should be good. That's kind of what helped the first one. Moving on to our next story, which is Batman the Brave and the Bold, movie reportedly to be scripted by Gladiator writer John Logan. This is actually really cool. It can be cool if DC does it right. We do have James Gunn, who is now at the helm of the DCU and DCEU, and he's so far sounds like it can be something good. But if you base it off of like the Blue Beetle, I don't know if this DCU is going to be all that great. But Dennis, I will get to that because I do have that in here. So Batman the Brave and the Bold. So prepare for a bold new Batman adventure. James Gunn and Peter Safran's DC Studios are diving deep into the Batman universe with Batman the Brave and the Bold, directed by the brilliant Andy Muschietti. I need Google Translator to translate for me on this last name. But this fresh take draws Inspiration from Grant Morrison's acclaimed Batman comics, which is awesome, shining a spotlight on the complex relationship between Bruce Wayne and his biological son, Damon Wayne. This is already sounding really cool. But wait, there's more exciting news. The powerhouse duo of Gunn and Safran have enlisted the talents of none other than the three-time Oscar nominated writer John Logan to craft the screenplay for the highly anticipated film, known for his incredible work on Gladiator, great movie, Aviator, not so great, Hugo, Skyfall. Logan's diverse portfolio includes The Last Samurai, which I love, Spectre, Alien Covenant, and the masterful Penny Dreadful series, which was awesome, makes him the perfect choice to bring the Dark Knight's tale to life. So, Penny Dreadful, the first season was awesome. If you guys get a chance to watch it, I know I'm really hard on a lot of these things, and I'm like, because Alien Covenant, come on, guys, not a hit, not at all. I wouldn't even give it a second watch. I've seen it once. I was like, left a bad taste in my mouth. But the rest of the movies that he did are really great. I'm actually really excited, especially because if you give it that feel of what Penny Dreadful was, and if that's the direction he wants to go, because it's supposed to be a little bit darker, especially with them introducing his son into this, which has never been done in any of the films or even thought of. This could be really good. And I do like that we're going to be dropped into the universe that he's already been around in, not another origin story. We're getting a different type of origin, which is the origin of his son. So I'm actually excited about that. So get ready for a cinematic experience, guys, that promises to redefine Batman and introduce us to a new era in the DC universe with Logan at the helm. Batman Brave and the Bold is shaping up to be an epic edition. And I'm not going to finish that because it's no. I should have proofread that. But it looks like it could be an exciting movie. I'm actually kind of excited about this. Like I said, there's a few things that I do see that pop up every once in a while when it comes to this new DCU. One is the name Corn Sweat. I don't know the guy's work, but the sheer fact that his last name is Corn Sweat, I'm all behind. I don't want to be behind that, but I'm all for that Superman now. So there we go. James Gunn, I hope you do right. We'll see, because DC has been failing miserably when it comes to the actual movies that they put out. TV shows have done well. Cartoons have always done great. Movies have been failing quite recently. So we'll see what happens, but it sounds like a pretty good lineup for what they're going to do so far. So I'm excited. Moving on to the Doctor Who showrunner Russell T Davies hypes up this season's terrifying villain played by NPH. I'm actually excited and might actually get back to watching the Doctor Who new season. So I did restart from the beginning with Eccleston just recently. I'm not out of it yet to get to my favorite Doctor, which is Tennant. And I know other people would argue that Smith was better than Tennant, but no. Tennant was amazing. Smith did a great job. And if you guys know about Doctor Who, and it's been around for 60 years, they're actually doing their 60th anniversary, which they just put out their first episode. It's a three like mini episodes, or not mini episodes, but 3 episodes that are specials for it. You guys should check them out. We talked about this last week, but this last season was horrible. I was not like, I think I got through 3 episodes and I was like, I can't do this. I just can't do this, Doctor. And a lot of just too much shoving down the messages down our throat. It's like, look, I'm coming to a show that's been around for a long time and is a very great escapist like just universe and show. Don't try to teach me and tell me how to be tolerant and all that other stuff while I'm watching something that is taking me away from just a normal day. Mm-hmm. But you know what? It's actually really cool to see that they're bringing in MPH. So that's why I'm like, I love this guy in a lot of the stuff that he's done. So let's move this on. And so let's talk about this. So hold on to your sonic screwdrivers, Whovians. I will fix some of this stuff next time and make sure that the TARDIS is set for another cosmic adventure, and the Doctor is about to face a formidable foe in the form of the Toy Maker. Showrunner Russell T Davies is pulling out all the stops, and he's got none other than the multi-talented Neil Patrick Harris stepping into the shoes of the classic yet legendary forgotten villain, which, if you guys do know the history, this isn't the first time we're seeing the Toy Maker. Davies, in an interview with Total Film, shared his excitement about casting Harris, stating, "You need an extraordinary actor to match David at the height of his powers." With David Tennant reprising his role as the 14th Doctor, the stakes are high, and the Toy Maker needs to be a true match for the Time Lord. So this is going to be really good. So, describing Harris's performance, Davies said, "A vast performance that is probably terrifying. As a Toy Maker, Harris brings the perfect blend of size, experience, and skill to stand toe-to-toe with the Doctor and makes his showdown one for the ages." So I'm really excited. Again, they're bringing back my favorite Doctor, which is David Tennant. And to have him go against freaking Lemony Snicket over here is going to be awesome. Which, if you guys haven't seen that show, a series of unfortunate events, check it out. It's on Netflix. It is a great series, which has MPH playing Count Olaf, and he did an awesome job. He was great. So I'm really looking forward to seeing him, how he's going to put his take on the Toy Maker for the series. So, and yes, Dennis is saying, do not forget Dr. Horrible. This is right up MPH's alley. Yeah. If you guys haven't seen Dr. Horrible, that was actually awesome. A lot of great music. Neil Patrick Harris is freaking talented. This dude can do pretty much anything, and he's awesome. But check it out. It also stars Nathan Fillion, Dennis's girlfriend, Felicia Day, and many others in that show. But it's kind of hard to find. Dennis, do you know where to find it? Because I think you can purchase it or rent it on Amazon Prime, but don't quote me on that. Check out IMDb, and it'll tell you where you can find it at. So, but this is going to be good. I think this is going to be really good. Moving on to what Dennis was alluding to earlier, which I didn't post up his message because I didn't want to give it away, but Jurassic World writer Derek Connolly is writing the live-action Legend of Zelda movie. So this is actually something that is really cool. When I saw this, and this isn't the first article that I've seen in the last week about this, they're now starting to really push to talk about the new Zelda movie. So let's start this. Hold on to your rupees because there's big news in the realm of Hyrule. There we go. Hyrule. Sony Pictures is embarking on an epic quest to bring Nintendo's iconic video game franchise, The Legend of Zelda, to live-action big screen. So we'll see what this is, but it's going to be Wes Ball, the visionary director behind Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, which looks really good, is set to helm this. Kingdom was that the last one or is that the new one that's coming up? Sorry, guys. Just jumped off because we talked about the new Planet of the Apes movie. Looks amazing. I'm going to probably go see it. Anyways, all right, moving on. I digress. Now, the script for this legendary adaptation will be crafted by none other than, he could have done a better movie, but Jurassic World screenwriter Derek Connolly. Sorry, Zelda. Let's hope you do well. As a master of weaving cinematic tales, Connolly's storytelling is poised to too many P's breathe life into the Zelda universe. See, I'm trying to work on this. I'm not doing too well. I'm sorry, guys. With the visionary team in place, fans are buzzing with anticipation, wondering if this adaptation will capture the genre and the magic of, or the grandeur, of The Legend of Zelda. Will the studio allow them to unleash the full potential of this epic fantasy? Well, we'll have to see. Because if you guys know the games, the Zelda games, especially the latest two, this is a huge, huge universe. There's so much now to it that they can do 3 movies. They can do a TV series that ties in with it. They can do so much with it, but they've got to do it right. If they don't, you're going to get another Lord of the Rings show, which we all know how that turned out. Don't we, precious? Not very good. Not very good at all. You like that, Dennis? Huh? Most of the video game movies are absolute dumpster fires. Yes, Dennis, I agree with that. He is right. Let's name a few that are dumpster fires. Doom, horrible, with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. No, not very good. That was horrible. What else we got? Super Mario Brothers, not the newest one that made a bajillion dollars, but we're talking about the original with John Leguizamo, and what was his name, Dennis? Homeboy that started in with Ed Haskin. Let's go. Street Fighter. Oh, Dennis, that hurts. I like Street Fighter. It was horrible, but it was good. But yeah, okay, it was bad. With and Mortal Kombat. Yes. All the Mortal Kombat movies were horrible. They were so bad. Oh God. Gran Turismo. Bob Haskins. Yes, not Ed. Gran Turismo, which just recently came out. I know, I get it. It's supposed to be alive. It's a true story, blah blah blah. But no, not gonna watch that. No. So basically, all video game movies that have come out have been pretty bad, garbage. So let's see what they can do with this. And again, I always say this, not on the show, and if I offend anybody, well, then earmuffs right now because I don't care. But most of the time, what they do is they take whatever licenses or whatever product or whatever story it is, they like to throw it on the ground, and then they undo their pants and wish to relieve themselves on it. And then they get what we get on the screen. So let's hope they don't do that with Zelda, because this is a very beloved franchise. So there you go, guys. Let's see, what else do I got? Do I got any more? Nope. That is it. That is all the geek news, guys, that we have for tonight. How did I do, guys? I'm trying to use a teleprompter to help with keeping my focus on the story, and then going off a little bit. But I've got to still get it set up so it's actually up here. So I'm looking at you guys as I'm reading that instead of looking down there or looking over there. So And I also got to work on the writing a little bit. That freaking devil doesn't know how to write very well. But all right, guys. I tried putting together a top 10 low budget movies that made it big, and I didn't have time. Um, but some of these movies on this list, I'm like, what the? But it's crazy to see the ones that. So I'll give you guys a little taste of what I was looking at. Number 10 was Rocky, the original Rocky with Sylvester Stallone. Should I do it? Should I do a segment or should I just move on? Call it quits. No, we're going to do this. We're going to do it like this. We're going to. Oh, where did it go? I erased it. Son of a. I had a whole thing for the segment. Damn. All right. Anyways, guys. So let's do this anyways. Okay. I got time. Why not do it? So the 10 low budget movies that struck gold at the box office, you guys would not believe some of the movies that are on this list. And like I was saying, we're starting off with number 10, Rocky, 1976. So the budget for this movie, get this, guys. The budget for this movie was $960,000. So of course, for all us poor people, it's like, holy crap, that's a lot of money. In film talk, that was a low budget movie. But this was Sylvester Stallone's first film that he wrote, and was it his first he wrote? But he wrote and he starred in, and it was. If you guys haven't seen Rocky, then get your heads out of the freaking sand, out of your butts, out of whatever, and go and obviously watch this movie. It's on. I love Rocky. I watch it at least once or twice a year. But budget was $960,000. Guess how much this movie made in the box office, which I don't know if they're going off of just what they made in 1976 or if they added inflation, which I'm sure would be a lot more. Box office take for this was $117,235,143. This movie made its money back. And I saw a clip of an interview with Sylvester Stallone. And he said that he went to the premiere and people were getting up and walking out on the film. But his brother told him, it's going to be a big movie. It's going to be a big movie. And of course, Stallone was like, I don't think it is. He went from $960,000 budget to making $117 million and completely skyrocketed his career. From that point, there was no looking back for him. And of course, we all know how many Rocky movies they made, which my favorite is Rocky 4 with good old Drago and a lot of great music. All right, number 9, which I've never even heard of this movie. Maybe you guys that are watching have heard of this movie, and I don't even know how they can say it was gold, but I guess you can say that. But number 9 was Once. I didn't even see it once, so I can't really talk bad about it. I didn't really look it over. Oh, I did look it over, but I was kind of like, all right, I looked at it once. I'm good. 2007. So I could see why they say that it struck gold. The budget was $150,000. This thing made in the box office, and I don't know how it did it, but it did, made $20,936,722. So the film by a small Irish production company that focuses on a busker and an immigrant. I don't even know what a busker is. I know what an immigrant is. In Dublin City, as they develop feelings for one another. A low-budget musical with a beautiful setting and lean cast. Once is supported by an incredible soundtrack that won an Academy Award for Best Original Song that are with the track Falling Slowly. Falling Slowly. All right. I, again, still don't know this movie, but hey, cool. Good for them. Proud of them. Dennis, a busker is a street performer. Ah, Thank you, Dennis, for enlightening me. And James, what's going on? You like that, Dennis? You like what I said? Enlightening me. James, what we doing? We are just babbling on right now because that's all I'm doing. But we are talking about low budget, top 10 low budget films that made it big. Number 8 was Paranormal Activity. We're talking about 2007's Paranormal Activity. If you guys have not watched it, what are you guys doing? Honestly, come on. This is not even like my low budget bad movies that I like to watch that I'm telling you guys should go. These are movies you guys should be seeing. Well, except for once. I've never heard of that. But the original Paranormal Activity, if you guys have seen it, you guys could see that the quality was not the greatest. A lot of it seemed like it was shot on handheld and it was shot digitally. Not too many actors. The effects were very minimal, but it was an awesome movie. This movie actually scared me when I first saw it. It caught me off guard. But we're talking a budget of $15 million or 15, oh God. Even less, $15,000. So, where's all your stuff? What stuff? We going to Comic-Con? We are going to Comic-Con, James. And yeah, we are going to definitely be there. And where's all your, what stuff are you talking about, James? Elaborate so we can collaborate. But so on a budget of $15,000, can you guys take a guess at how much Paranormal Activity made? Okay, I'm going to tell you guys. They made $193,355,800. This movie did strike gold and continues to strike gold. And they ended up making multiple films after that. So this movie was a great movie. So if you guys get a chance, go out there and check it out. If you have not, and if you do, go watch it anyways again because it's a great movie. But dude, it's crazy to think about some of these movies that end up making it so huge on such small budgets. And $15,000, that is now we can say, yeah, that's a tiny budget. That's a car payment, or not a car payment. God, I don't know what kind of car you would have, but that's a low-end car. It's crazy. Moving on, number 7. Can you guys guess what is number 7? Nope. All right, I'll tell you. Number 7, Clerks, 1994, Kevin Smith's masterpiece, his first film that he made with his own money, not all his own money, but pretty much his own money, with money that people, friends, family members invested into him because they believe that he can do this. And it was the very first movie that he made, which was a budget of only $27,000. And when I tell you guys how much it made in the box office, you're going to be like, really, that's it? But to think $27,000 to what the box office made, and then this guy goes on to make Mallrats, Clerks 2, Chasing Amy, Chasing Amy, Cop Out, which it's not one of his best. Not that all of them are that great, but Yogi Hosers, Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, Tusk, which that wasn't that great either. What was that one movie? Red State. He made that, and he keeps on making movies. But this movie I absolutely love, and I know it's beloved by tons of other people. But Clerks was made for $27,000. The box office take on this was $3,151,130. So he made back that money and then some, and then took the money and made his next movie. So Kevin Smith is a great movie director, but he has now become a blubbering crybaby. But Kevin Smith, if you do see this, you're a great guy. I really would love to have you on our show, and would love to interview you and talk more. Tusk was okay. It wasn't all that great. It wasn't. I wouldn't say it was awesome. It was all right. That's what I'll go with. So agree to disagree, Dennis. Agree to disagree. All right. So number 6. This is another great movie that it's become a classic in the horror genre, along with Paranormal Activity. But this more than Paranormal Activity. Number 6 was Halloween, 1978. That 78 was a great year. Really great year. 77 was a better year, but 78 is a great year. So, with a budget of merely $325,000, this low budget film became a iconic horror film, and the main villain, I guess, yeah, villain, monster, whatever you want to call him, Michael Myers, became iconic and is still to this day seen. And when you see that, you know who he is. You know what he's going to do. He's a bad dude. So for $325,000, John Carpenter made this movie and made $47,000,000, 160,000 off of it when he first premiered. So the man made his money back and then some, and is still making the money off of this film and his character. So Jamie Lee Curtis starred in it as the babysitter, and she fought against Michael Myers. And if you actually watch this movie, you'll never see any blood. I don't think that's something that's a like little fun fact. Yeah, I don't remember, and I think that was something that they put out there was that, yeah, you don't see the blood. You know about it, but you don't see it. Number 5. I probably could skip this one because this is another one. This is one of those. It's another like Catfish, 2010. Budget 30,000. Box office 3,533,711. Never watched it, but Catfish is a documentary following an investigation by Nev. Shouldn't have made this movie. It's directed by his brother Ariel, and sees the pair trying to uncover the truth behind an online relationship Nev has been developing for months with a woman he has never met in person. The movie shown light on growing prevalence of catfishing and spawned a successful series for MTV wherein Nev investigates other people's relationships in order to unmask potential catfish. The movie cost $30,000 and they earned $3 million, whatever. Moving on. We're definitely going to move on from that. Oh man. Dennis, thanks for hanging in there with me. I know I'm just babbling on, but number 4, Super Size Me. This is the movie that scared everybody away from McDonald's for about 2 seconds. And then everybody went right back to McDonald's and continued to eat. Because why are you going to eat McDonald's every day? Yes, it's going to have major effects on your body. It's all going to be very bad effects on your body, just like if you ate anything in excess. So when I didn't see it. When I heard about the movie, I was like, oh, whatever. But it had a budget of $60,000 and it came away making $20,645,757. And there was Super Size Me that he made, and there's a bunch of other things that he started coming out with. But yeah, it lasted about 2 seconds. Moving on to number 3, we got Blair Witch Project 1999, which if you guys saw the Blair Witch Project, this picture, dude in the corner, that was supposedly the most scariest scene in the whole movie. We watched Homegirl right here just drip snot out of her nose and she cries a lot. And yeah, I saw this movie and it didn't scare me. It scared my buddy Aaron because he's a big baby anyways. Lupe, what's going on? Wait, what? I'm missing stuff here because I'm reading it. Yes, yes. Hmm. Clear skies tomorrow after Hermes' party. It's okay, Lupe. I still like you, even though you want to rub stuff in my face. I'm trying to have fun. Anyways, Blair Witch Project budget was at $60,000. Box office 2,248,639,99. This movie blew up. Like everybody had to see it. They hyped this movie up so much that people were believing that this thing was real. They thought this was actually something that got lost. They did so much. They did a great marketing campaign. That's what I'll say. It was actually a really good marketing campaign that they had with this. It was insane how many people were going to go see that went to go see this, but then realized this movie was not good. It did. They did make a part two to it, and I believe a part three. I think they made two more movies off of this thing, but they definitely made their money back and then some when this premiered. Number two, I love this movie, and a lot of other people did too, and some people just don't want to admit it. Ever watched The Village? Yes, actually, Jessica, I did watch The Village, and I actually just watched it again recently. Which The Village was actually a pretty good movie. Um, was it what's her name? Dallas Bryce Howard, Joaquin Phoenix. Um, what's his name? Hurt. Sigourney Weaver. Uh, a bunch of great actors in that movie. I'm not a big fan of M. Night Shyamalama Ding Dong because of what he's done to some of his movies, and he put himself in movies way too much. He needs to not do that. But The Village was a good movie. I did, like I said, did recently watch it again, and yeah, it's good. I watched it in videos, and I thought it was dumb. Then maybe if I watch it now, it might be better. You know, Jess, if you watch it or theaters, yeah, actually, it's not a bad movie. If you watch it, sit there and just focus in. It's actually a pretty decent movie, but I will not go and watch any more of his movies. After The Happening, I was like, what the hell happened to my money? So, M. Night, shame on you. And no, don't do that again. But number 10 on our list is Napoleon Dynamite. I really wish I had all this stuff to pop up like I wanted to, but back in 2004, this movie came out. It was a great movie. It was dumb. I mean that in a good way. We all, started quoting things that Napoleon did. People started dancing like Napoleon. People were wearing the Vote for Pedro shirts. There was a lot of great things that came out of the movie, and I love this movie even to this day. This movie's budget was $400,000, and this thing came away making 46,138,888 when it came out in the box office, and is still making money to this day because this movie is still continued to be bought. Things are still being bought for about this movie, being made for this movie. So much is going on. It gave the guys that are in the movie a career. So John Heater is still making movies. Blades of Glory was one of my favorite movies of his, and yeah. So all right, guys, are you guys ready for number one on this list? Which I didn't make this list. I want to just tell you guys right now, this was made by Screen Rant. I went onto their website and I was looking for something to put on because I wanted to have some fun. So, can anybody guess? Throw out some names. Throw out some movies right now. What the number one on this list as the top 10 low budget movies that struck gold? Anybody? Bueller? No, it's not Bueller. It's not Ferris Bueller. James, how excited are you for the Marvels movie this weekend? Not excited at all. I'm sorry, James. I'm one of the guys that's just like Captain Marvel. Best thing was a freaking cat. That's not saying much. So sorry, James. You know what, guys? If you guys have not watched this before or watched the show, usually I have my partner David, which he is becoming a professional meat gazer for the Army and getting certified. And yeah, he's usually here, and he'll always, we'll go back and forth about the movies that I like. But um, yeah, I'm pretty straightforward about what I like and what I don't like. And the Marvels, nah, I'm good. I won't spend my money. If it comes out for free, which it will, I might watch it. And I heavily lean towards might, but probably not. So sorry, James. All right. Oh, Jessica, I'm just gonna say, did you cheat? Because you heard what I said. Because there's no way you could have nailed that. Dennis, yeah, I would have guessed Star Wars too, but that was actually, it wasn't a big budget or like a huge budget, but it was still upwards in the millions. So that is still considered a higher budget. I think Star Wars was 30 million, but it did strike gold and made hundreds of millions and continues to make hundreds of millions. So Jessica cheated. And yes, number one is Eraserhead from 1977. If you guys have not seen this movie, you definitely should watch this movie. David Lynch is a writer and director who has gained attention and praise for his surrealist. God, I can't talk today. Not that I could talk any other day, but surrealist style. His 1977 film Eraserhead is an excellent example of his style, and every element of the film created a sense of discomfort and uneasiness. The unusual exploration of anxiety, the human condition, and nightmares clearly found its audience as it earned more than, let me tell you guys right now, the budget was $100,000. Box office take home, 7,097,971. So if you guys haven't seen this movie, I don't know if I should. I mean, I'd recommend it. It is when it says discomfort. It is kind of like you're like hmm. But yeah, it's a good movie. You guys should check it out. I think you can catch that on my favorite place to go, which is Tubi. I love Tubi. Tubi. If you hear this, anybody from Tubi, I watch you guys all the time. You're my greatest fan. That's where I catch all my bad movies at, and I believe Eraserhead is on there for free. Obviously, it's going to have some commercials, but it's worth it. Check it out. There's a lot of other bad movies on that streaming service, but it's a great streaming service to check out. It's free. So all 7 of you guys, thank you for coming on. Say hi if you guys want, please. I'd love to see who's on. I'd love to meet new people. Darren, that's Darren's. Darren likes that movie. It's a weird movie. I'm not gonna lie, it's a really weird movie, but it's actually really good. So if you guys get a chance to check that out, there's a lot more other great movies out there that were low budget and obviously made it big. But these are the only 10 that I have on this list. Maybe I'll do this again when we have David with us, because now we have no more constraint of how long we can go. We can actually go long, but I'm not going to go that long. So with that, guys, it actually has been great to be on here. Thank you to Dennis, Lupe, Jess, Darren, who's also watching, James for coming on, even though I probably broke his heart when I said, no, I'm not going to go see the Marvels, and I'm not excited about it. But anybody else that's on, please, right now, say hi, shout out. Come on, I'll see your guys' name. I'll post up your thing. Well, I won't post up all your things because sometimes some of my buddies like to put very bad things. But thank you guys for watching. Uh, again, this is the Geek Saga. If you guys don't know who we are, we're two salty veterans. Right now, only one salty veteran that are absolutely head over heels over the Geek Saga stuff, or over the geekdom. And like I said, I'm having a hard time talking because I'm drinking it's trying to wake me up now. The ghost. I got a bug flying in front of my face. If you guys, again, want to catch us, as you can see on the ticker, it tells you where to check us out. You can check us out on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, Instagram, all at the Geek Saga. You can also check out our website, which is, again, www.thegeeksaga.com. And by all means, hit us up, talk to us, let us know how you guys feel about either the show, or if you guys want us to talk a little bit more about, say, video games, or if you guys have suggestions, please do that. Again, just to let you guys know, we are coming up on 28 days. Was it 28 days? What's today? 27 days. 27 days till LA Comic Con. If you guys haven't got your tickets, open registration has begun. Definitely, if you live in the LA area, if you're close by the LA area, LA Comic Con is a great convention to go to. It is big, it is crowded, but it's still a lot of fun to go to. We will be there. And I'm telling you guys right now, we will be there. Come by. If you guys see us, if you guys want to meet us, if you guys want to take pictures of it, you guys probably won't want to take pictures of us. But we will have merchandise. We will have a lot of great things. Get your tickets to go. Go by the Wish Upon a Star Project Wish Upon a Star booth while that they're out there, but also donate to them today. Go onto their website, check them out. Yeah, I think that's it. I'm trying to think of if there's anything else that I missed. I don't think so. But you guys come back next week at the same time, which is 7:30 Pacific Standard Time, to hopefully catch both me and David. Oh, excuse me, Ghost. Both me and David together will be back here with, again, birthdays, news, days in the history. We are trying to work on more guests, and we will have more guests, and we will be starting to branch out to head out to different comic book locations to do some interviews with comic book owners or comic book shop owners. And also we are going to start posting up on TikTok and on Instagram, possibly onto YouTube Shorts, but progress of different builds that I'm doing as far as foam smithing with EVA foam. And I'll probably be doing a tutorial thing, which we're working on getting our Patreon up for special content. So with that, guys, it's been great. Love always being on here. Love everybody that's on here and giving us support. If you guys do want to support us, go onto our Instagram, go onto our link tree. We do have a link on there, which I'll double check that, but there should be a link to buy us a slice of pizza, which helps support us. Every slice of pizza you guys buy helps support our show, and we get to do a lot of cool things. We'll also get more shirts. Like I said, if you guys want a shirt, DM us. I'm going to be putting up the pictures of what shirts we have. We have 3 shirts right now, which is, this is one of them. The other one is green with our original Geek Saga dog tags, and another one that has throwback to the good old Wendy's day that says, "Where's my geeks?" and it'll have the Geek Saga written on the back. Those shirts will be up, and they will be going for, I think it said $20 or $25, but start looking out for those. Those are coming along with stickers and a bunch of other things. We have merchandise. We will have more merchandise. So, all right, guys, that is it for me. Thank you again for coming on, listening to me babble on about all this nonsense. And, plus, because I was all by myself. Hope you enjoyed, guys. So, well, how is it that, what is it that David says at the end? Blah, 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 blah. So we continue on. I can't remember what he says, but he always has it. But if you guys enjoyed it, come back next week for another saga as the saga continues, you guys can check it out on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram, or YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch at the Geek Saga. So keep on keeping on, guys. Right on.